we come to you on the ECG warns of more power outages during 7 p.m. and that can be found on graphic.com. In a social media post, ECG complained that so far 630 distribution transformers within communities across its operational areas have been identified to be full to capacity due to increased power demand. That said, may result in blown fuses and broken conductors, causing outages, especially during the peak load period. That is between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m.
Elaine, let's be honest to ourselves.
Okay.
ECG is in debt crisis. That's all. That's all there is to it. All right? The issue of transmission lines, transformers, what have you, is just a hoax. ECG should just come out clear. Listen, on the 21st of January 2024, they issued a statement, and with your permission, just within some few seconds, I will read.
Okay, you have a few seconds too.
Dear customers, we have noticed the concerns about intermittent power supply in some areas. We understand the impact this has, and we are actively addressing all issues. While there is no Dumsor, we are still working to enhance the stability of the power supply. If you are experiencing any power disruptions, it is a local fault, and I'll end there, unquote. If you are experiencing any disruptions, it's a local fault.
You have 60 and 1 second.
Where local fault means?
Local fault.
Local fault. Larry.
Come on, let's be serious in this country, all right? Listen, I don't know how many times I've complained bitterly on the issue of Dumsor in this country. There is Dumsor, admit it. Admit that we have an issue in this country.
So we can have a load shed.
Admit that we have problems. Let's own the problem. All right? Let's come together as a country that, hey, people, this is what we are going through. The Ghanaian will listen. The Ghanaian will understand.
And plan ahead towards
And then we
it.
plan.
Yeah.
But you don't keep us under the loop, and then you come out and say, oh, our transmission lines, a few transformers here and there within some specific locations are having challenges, and therefore your lights will be out from 7 p.m. Excuse me? People have had to grapple with, what do you call it? Dumsor for days. In some cases, you even have the light, but how do we even put it? Low current.
Yeah, the voltage is very low.
Listen, I will not have light. My neighbor at the other side will have light.
Yeah.
And it will continue to the next day. And in fact, there are days I'll have to go through that ordeal for days. Listen, there are companies going through this. Bank of Ghana just is asking for tenders, you know, for the supply of generators or plants.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Look at
coal stores, people with coal stores. Look at how Ghanaians struggled between 2014 and 2016.
2012, actually.
All right? And here you are. Just tell us what the real facts are, just so we can plan ahead, just so we know what to expect at every given time. But you don't come back lying to us in the face and be telling us that we have transmission issues, we have transformers that are faulty, and come on.
Come on. Larry, quickly, 60 seconds.
60 seconds. See, he said most of the things I want to say. The IPPs are old. Okay, that is one. Yet you have the MD telling us that, oh, you know something, it's because we have so much power. Overload. That is why our power, the power is going off. And that if your power went off yesterday, it's because some transformer somewhere, you know, blew a fuse.
Because of the overload.
Because of the overload. Yeah. I mean, who do you tell this cock and bull story to?
A 2-year-old.
Okay, thank you. And I'm not sure we are 2-year-olds. You see, then you have this bill collection. They are collecting so much money. Today they put off Parliament. The next day, Accra Academy is off. Another time, Ghana Airport is off. This place is off. They are threatening to switch off a lot of, to disconnect a lot of hospitals in town because they owe money. Elaine, listen, that whole thing, that whole arrangement of collection and all that, and then the tax force going around. You know, it's a private company that runs that space.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And charges commission.
Yes.
Wow.
It's a private.
I think
company.
6% or so.
6%. Last 2 years when Dubik met us, those were
6% they collect. So you are collecting all that, and you can't pay the IPPs. And the IPPs are switching off their generators. And you come and tell me that, oh, there's so much power that it is because, how do you call that? The localized what? It's because, you know, generator, sorry, a transformer blew.
Transformer, oh, okay, the blowing
because,
of the transformer.
And that whenever your light goes off, it's because
fault.
it's a local fault. So in your house in Dansuman, your light is gone off and it's a local fault.
Yeah.
My place at Medina,
sure,
my mother's place is gone off,
but you are living in the
it's a local fault. In your house, which is local fault. Do you understand? I mean, come on, who are we dealing with?
Larry, my time is up.
Larry, and they are constantly increasing bill.
The IPPs,
yes,
there are 9 IPPs. Guess how many of them were paid in January? 4.
How much?
Out of the 9.
Out of the 9, and we claim to be paying them $43 million every month.
Every month.
Yeah.
And we pay them
per head.
All of them.
Wow. The bulk of the money goes to car power.
We just paid 9.5 million to the so-called IPPs that we have paid. The 9 of them, they were paid less than 10 million in January.
It goes to car power, and they have occupied that space, family and friends. Anytime the money goes, it ends up in people's pockets.
Larry Dogbey, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You didn't make me finish.
2 minutes. 2:08. Said 2 minutes. Larry, even if I make you finish, we are not ending here.
But
okay,
they should publish the Dumsor timetable. Listen, we have all noticed that it is Dumsor.
It is Dumsor. Just
fuses are not blowing up. You are lying.
That's
you are lying. You are deceiving us. He is lying. So because in other spaces, he is telling people that a certain generator went off and that they are working on it. Other times he tells people that it is a maintenance thing. So when it comes to Citi FM, there's a different story. When it goes to Joy, there's a different story, he says. When it goes to Peace FM, there's a different story. Can't you see the PRO has stopped talking?
Stop talking, yes.
He stopped talking. He can't continue the lies anymore. But then they are writing the statement and issuing it.
That is why
they should publish the Dumsor timetable so that at least we can iron. We can do things.